In addition to the surprise patch yesterday giving us a number of balance changes and quality of life updates, it also brought with it a number of new bits of data mined information regarding the upcoming bundles that will be available for purchase in Marvel Snap through April. Today's video is going to give you a breakdown on how those bundles stack up compared to the positively charged and birth pool bundles that are currently available in your shop, to give you a good idea of which ones you should be saving your gold for to get the best bang for your buck. If you missed my breakdown on the balance changes and quality of life updates that this patch brought, I'm going to link that in the video description down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into some bundle breakdowns. The first thing to note about the bundles coming in March is that there's a lot of them. I would wager the lower price point bundles were fairly successful for them looking at all of these, and they look to be testing the market to see what exactly generates the most interest from the players. So at the very top of our listings here, we have the positively charged and birth pool bundles that are currently available in your shop. And then starting with the fourth line here, we have the first Token Tuesday bundle. So every Tuesday, starting on February 28th through March 21st, we're going to have different really good value bundles when it comes to how many collector's tokens you're getting to how much gold you're putting in. 450 gold to 400 tokens, 850 gold to 800 tokens, 650 gold to 600 tokens. I took the liberty of summarizing these if you were to pick them all up together so you can at a glance see how they compare to something like the birth pool bundle. If you save up and spend all of your gold on the 4 weekly Token Tuesday bundles plus the more magic bundle between the first and the second, it's a total of 3,100 gold and nets you 2,900 collector tokens and 300 credits. This compares to the 3,200 gold birth pool bundle, which is only 1,500 tokens and 3,200 credits. This is a pretty big collector's tokens increase for players that are not Series 3 complete yet. If you're not Series 3 complete, you're only getting about 1,000 collector tokens a month. So for 3,100 gold, you're going to essentially quadruple your token output inside of March. The important metric to note for people that are free to play or small spenders is that without spending any money on Marvel Snap, if you're doing all of your weekly missions and progressing up the collection level track with all of your free credits, you get about 2,000 gold per month. If you're a small spender who's buying the battle pass every month, that comes with an additional 900 gold. So if you spend the 10 bucks on Marvel Snap inside of March, you'll get pretty close to this 3,100 gold, which ends up turning into 2,900 additional collector's tokens and a small amount of credits. These Token Tuesday bundles are the best ratio of tokens to other in-game currency that we have seen in Marvel Snap to date, and hopefully they're successful and we'll continue to see this amount of output from Snap in the future. While this doesn't quite make Series 5 cards accessible because those cost 6,000 tokens, this does mean that people who aren't in the endgame yet are going to be able to pick up Series 4 card of their choice, or they're going to get to increase their rate of Series 3 completion because 2,900 tokens is almost 3 additional Series 3 cards inside of the month of March for folks that are still looking for things to play with in that series. What does this mean for which of these bundles you should be spending your gold on over the course of the next month? Well, it depends on how much gold you're currently sitting on and whether or not you're willing to purchase more. And personally, how much do you value the variants that are contained inside of these bundles? Notably, the ratio of gold to collector's tokens is a good bit lower on all 3 of the bundles that have variants contained within them. The birth pool and positively charged ones that are up now each have 1 variant in them, and the rivalry week bundle that will be coming mid-March contains 2 variants inside of it. All 3 of these end up at a lower ratio of gold to tokens than any of these Token Tuesdays or the more magic or March specials as they've been data mined. If you're a player that has approximately 3,200 gold saved up right now and you're wondering, do you pick up the birth pool bundle, you'll likely be a little bit short of picking up the Token Tuesday bundle and likely the more magic bundle when those release over the course of the next week. But I would wager without spending any money on Marvel Snap, you'll likely be able to pick up that second Token Tuesday bundle about 2 weeks from now when March 7th hits, and you'll likely be able to pick up a lot of the other bundles over the course of March without spending anything. Remember, you can also purchase gold for cash, but that rate does vary a little bit depending on what your exchange rate looks like based on what your local currency is. Also, keep in mind that, as is always the case with a video like this, all of the numbers and metrics that I have posted on the screen here are just data mines, meaning in theory, they could be subject to change. That being said, all of the other bundle data mines we have had so far to date have turned out to be accurate, but that doesn't always mean it's going to be the case, even if it is likely to be so. Worth calling out here just so you can make an informed decision and understand that some of this is speculative. Additionally, past the bundles that will be available for gold throughout the course of March, if you're something of a large sea creature like myself, there will also be a number of bundles that will be available for cash only. The speculative prices of these bundles are listed here in the cash column based on USD. Couple of things to note about the majority of these bundles. The first is all of the purchase prices on every single one of these deals is more efficient than simply buying gold directly and turning that gold into credits daily in the shop, or turning that gold into extra mission rerolls for credits and a minimal amount of extra season pass experience. That being said, outside of the Momoko Magic bundle at the very start of March, all of the rest of these daily deals and weekend deals look to be a bit worse than buying gold and spending that gold on the various token bundles that are going to be happening for gold over the course of March. The Momoko Magic bundle is actually noteworthy that you're getting more gold than you would normally get for 20 USD, in addition to getting a variant and some credits as well. It's actually pretty clever on their parts, and I would assume that this is not an accident, that a good bundle with a desirable Mystique variant that's a good ratio on gold is going to be available at the start of the month before there's a bunch of desirable gold bundles that roll out. So if you're someone who's something of a small spender and $20 is in your price range in Marvel Snap for the month, in addition to the season pass, and you want to be able to buffer your gold a little bit to pick up all of those good ratio gold bundles over the course of March, the Momoko Magic one I think is a great one to pick up. And again, that is if you're spending in addition to the season pass. As always, the season pass is the best ratio of money to stuff that Marvel Snap has outside of that $3 welcome bundle. So your first purchases every month, if you're spending your own cash, should always be the pass. But if you're looking to spend past that, the Momoko Magic bundle is a good pickup, and these other ones are reasonable pickups as well if you already have gold set aside for the different gold bundles that we covered in the start of this video. Hopefully, you've got a good idea of how to manage your Marvel Snap resources over the coming month. I'd appreciate it if you snap that like button. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.